Welcome one and all to the Autodromo Nazionale Monza for the fourth episode in the alternative track layout video on F1 2020. We're at the Temple of Speed in Milan for the 5.793 kilometres of the Monza circuit. First built in 1922, hosting its first race in that first F1 season, 1950, and only missing one race since then. We're in the Ferrari, of course. The Tifosi couldn't be at Monza this year, but they were there in spirit, cheering on. Well, interesting Ferrari. Down towards turn number one, though, at the Rettifilo. We're going to go straight on, ploughing straight through. No chicane this time for us. Flat out through the Curva Grande and now down towards the Della Roggia chicane. Unfortunately, there's no sneaky little cut-throughs here. We're going to have to take the chicane. Nice and good. And that will effectively be the first braking zone on the lap if we were to cut straight across the Rettifilo. And now coming through Lesmo 1 and 2. And coming out of Lesmo 2, we're going to hurtle now down towards the famous Ascari corner. DRS open, two DRS opens for this lap underneath the old banking. And approaching Ascari, another really famous corner on this circuit. And next out of Ascari, now down the run towards the Parabolica. Another super famous circuit. Corner, not circuit. There's no little cheeky cut-throughs here. We're going to take the legendary corner in fourth gear for a brief moment, opening it back out onto the main straight. And we'll talk about the one little change you made, and also others that you could potentially make if co-masters weren't so tight. Moving the chicane down to the Rettifilo, take that one nice and flat out, no worries there at all. Look at the junior course now. It's actually still used in some parts. It cuts off there just after sort of the pit lane exit, comes out just after the exit of the Ascari. And now we're looking at the full and oval layout. So you see it goes off to the right. That is part of the main oval. Stopped using that in sort of the early 70s. Then it goes over Ascari. Talks about that on the lap. And you can see we're actually on the banking now. Co-master as well. Again, a little bit lazy, but didn't actually do all of the banking there. But nevertheless. And then it comes out just on the right-hand side there off the Parabolica. In addition, the Pirelli test course. You can see it there shooting off to the right there where the trucks are. And it comes out that long straight on the left-hand side just by the crane. Down towards the exit of Ascari. That was used it was built actually in the late 30s, used a little bit in the 40s and 50s as the Pirelli test course. We can see now the car running straight through turn one. I think if this was used in a real race, I think the first lap would be absolutely carnage, absolute slipstream trains all the way down to the Della Roggia. It could get a little bit messy, especially through the Curva Grande as well. In the race, it might be a little bit more viable option. We saw overtaking actually for once be a little bit more difficult this year. In the Italian Grand Prix, Bottas really struggled to get past cars. And, the two Red Bulls as well. You expect them to be quick. I mean, I've seen the Honda engine be quite quick in 2020 this season. Just couldn't find a way past. Everyone just in a bit of a slipstream, in a bit of a DRS train, as we now go underneath that banking we were talking about. Of course, that oval / full layout, the full layout combining sort of basically the normal track along with the oval, but the oval also used. The oval actually sort of the main basis of the track back in the 20s. It was a combined layout. You could just run the road, or you could just run the full, or just the oval. And that's sort of very sort of iconic, historic part of Monza. The track sort of intertwining together. And as you come to the end of that, thank you for watching.